A leader needs credibility to be trusted. While you are human and will make mistakes, it is a trait of preeminent leaders to think ahead and do continuous scenario planning. One way to accomplish this is to stay self-aware and look for ways that you undermine your credibility. Allow me this opportunity to explain 5 actions to avoid, because when you engage in this behavior, you are demonstrating that you have deviated from the high road. My advice is meant for all leaders, including emerging and the reluctant ones. Mistake number 1, pointing the finger of blame. The moment you look for a person to blame, you set in motion a self-fulfilling process where blame generates more blame, and that sparks even more finger pointing. Don't you like my finger? As soon as you notice that something has gone awry or the goal is not being met, get everyone focused on how to fix the problem immediately. People's natural tendency when this happens is to engage in STP while seeking a scapegoat. By the way, STP means shield thy posterior. Now, once STP is allowed to happen, nothing beneficial will take place. One of my role model leaders likes to start a problem-solving session by saying, "It is my fault. What can we do to fix this?" She says this even when she was not involved. For those around her, this action releases tension and ends the worry that the finger of blame will be pointed at you. She says this humor gets everyone focused on problem solving in a trust-enhancing manner, and her group always creates solutions quickly. Mistake number 2, being above it all. As a leader, you will frequently be asked to fix something or someone. However, there's a clear difference between empowering people to create a solution and acting aloof. When you empower someone to find a solution to a problem, be concerned, be involved, and be encouraging. Frequently follow up with the person to see how the solution is being carried out. Acting aloof is sending the message that you don't care about what the person does or what the result is. Whenever you empower an employee to solve their own problem, always ask, "How would you solve this?" Their response will tell you if they truly feel empowered. You also demonstrate that you care about what they think. Mistake number 3, accepting excuses. Most leaders want and even crave to be liked as well as respected. But once you give an employee a free pass on something inappropriate, the respect you want starts to diminish. You can be nice and still hold someone accountable. I'd like you to assume that a cherished niece or nephew is running amok in your house and causes a valuable vase to topple and break. You would gently admonish the child, talk to them, and then offer an alternative way to behave. With love in your heart, you might lay down a new ground rule for them to observe whenever they visit so that this won't happen again. With employees, you must behave the same way as you did with your niece or nephew. With respect in your heart, you lay out the standards they must conform to. Then you hold them accountable to the standards, and let them know when they fail to meet those standards. When you consistently hold someone accountable to their commitments, their respect will be returned tenfold. Mistake number 4, not being an equal partner. You are both part of a team and a leader too. You can be both, yet too often the reluctant or novice leader will convey with words and actions that they are part of the team in name only. You can prove that you are part of the team when you believe and demonstrate that all of you win and lose together. This means that if someone has a great day or reaches a goal, you celebrate with the team. When the team realizes it is unable to meet the crucial deadline, you put on your hard hat, you roll up your sleeves, and you work as hard as everyone else. Then when employees see that you are truly committed to the team's success, they will be willing to do whatever you ask them. Remember, as a high road leader, you never ask people to do something that you would not do yourself. Mistake number 5, staying in the weeds. A leader learns from experience how to be strategic and think 3 steps ahead. Yet for many of you who started out working in the trenches like me, it can be hard to give up the feeling of being busy and producing immediate results. Many of your actions and decisions won't pay off for weeks, months, or maybe even years. Of course, you spend much of your day planning, discussing, and negotiating in endless meetings. So it's natural to attempt to micromanage events, tasks, or people as a way to release stress from meetings ad nauseum. Empower each of your employees to remind you when you get overly focused on the details, and encourage them to say something like this to you: cease and desist. You can use this as a reminder that you are managing and not leading. Empowered employees need to feel that you trust them. However, once you try to do their job for them, micromanage them, you have undermined them. It is not easy being a leader. In fact, to me, it's the world's second most difficult job. You must earn people's loyalty and trust quickly and continuously. Please work hard to avoid these 5 common mistakes. Oh, by the way, the world's toughest job is being the parent of a teenager. Please feel free to share this information with your colleagues, and I encourage you to send me your questions about critical topics of leadership and mentoring.